Hello friends! Thanks for joining me. I'm Mary Chia, Education Ambassador of the Year for CND, the world leader in nails, fashion, and beauty. And I apologize if I've shown up a few times in your feed today, but for some reason the connection inside the building was not good. So I'm outside in my car. I have my little, here's a sneak peek about what we're going to be talking about today. So hopefully this video goes all the way, but basically I am calling today Q&A Thursday. I had a break at the salon and I sent out an email this morning and I asked you to send in some questions that hopefully I'd be able to answer for you. So if you're catching this, if you happen to miss the email, or if you're catching this before or after the live broadcast and you have any questions about nails, the nail business, any CND protocol, just leave it in the comments below and I'll be sure to get to it, okay? So today's question comes from Jen. She is a busy booth renter in a full service salon and she does nails only. And she asked what she can do, or what can she do for a new client who comes in and says that they can't wear liquid and powder because it makes their fingers itch. And this, of course, it sounds like overexposure, right? So what is overexposure exactly? Well, it's a chemical hazard caused by prolonged and repeated exposure beyond levels specified as safe by regulatory agencies, okay? Now, to be clear, a chemical is anything that you can see and touch. Anything that you can see and touch or touch is a chemical, okay? So no chemical is going to hurt you unless you have more than what is safe, basically. And so in the salon, it looks, especially on the client side and on the nail tech side actually, it basically just looks like redness, maybe rash, irritation, that sort of thing, and it itches, right? It's a sensitivity basically. So when you have a client who comes in and says that they can't wear liquid and powder, a lot of times it's not actually the liquid and powder that is bothering them. You know, I currently have 6 clients who have come to me over the years. I've been a nail tech for 12 years and I have 6 clients who have been with me all the way from like year 1 to year 4 to even just a few months ago. All of these ladies said that they could not wear liquid and powder, but they do wear liquid and powder. I do liquid and powder on them every 2 weeks and they are totally fine. They don't itch, they don't have any redness or soreness or anything like that because I use a primerless liquid, okay? So a lot of times, like I said before, it's not actually the liquid and powder that they're sensitive to, it's the primer. So we basically came to this understanding through really good communication, asking good questions, and me knowing my product, basically, okay? So when you meet somebody who says that they can't wear liquid and powder, get a history. And it doesn't have to be a medical history necessarily, but determine, if you can, you know, what liquid and powder systems they were using before. Maybe their nail tech is somebody that you're familiar with in your community and you can talk to them. So get as much intel as you can. You know, how, like, did they have a lot of monomer that was like splashed on the cuticle? Did they wipe, did they get the cuticles like wiped with monomer, with the brush with monomer on it still? That sort of thing, because all of that counts, right? And then after you determine, you know, whether it is for sure, or, you know, whether it's likely the primer, it may be, or the liquid and powder, you could possibly test a nail with a nail enhancement made with Retention Plus, liquid and powder, a perfect color, or Retention Plus powder. So Retention Plus liquid is really awesome because it is a primerless liquid, and the technology behind it, it does 2 things. So number 1, it adheres directly to the keratin in the nail, which is great for people who lift, and it's also, it makes it primerless, of course. And number 2, it gives you really excellent color stability. Which is great because, you know, it's non-yellowing. Your pink and whites won't turn like brown and yellow after a couple of weeks, which is always a good thing. But this is my go-to liquid, sculpting liquid, when I have clients who come in for liquid and powder enhancements, including the ones who were sensitive to liquid and powder enhancements in the past. So with all of my clients who came in and said that they were sensitive to liquid and powder, we tested one nail with Retention Plus liquid and just manicured the rest of them. Gave a really meticulous manicure and a really nice color application. And then in a couple of days, I called them and said, how are you feeling? You know, are you itching? Is there any redness? And none of those clients have had any of those symptoms. So that's a really good place to start. Now, if they do have symptoms, you know, they come back in and definitely take off the liquid and powder enhancement and maybe try Brisa gel instead. Brisa is CND's gel system, and it is hypoallergenic. So it's really great for people who maybe have sensitivities to liquid and powder enhancements. And then from there, you can also try shellac, and if nothing else works, then maybe manicuring really meticulous, awesome manicures weekly is what's going to get them their beauty goals. Okay, so but definitely communicate with your clients, ask them good questions, and know your products for sure. If you would like to learn more about Retention Plus liquid and how it works with Retention Plus powder and also Perfect Color powder, the Nail Peddler in Westminster is hosting a 4-hour skill building class on Monday, June 19th at 10 a.m. And there is still space available. I think last time I spoke with Marcy, there were 2 spots available still. It's a 4-hour class. You get a full, complete kit with your Retention Plus liquid, your Perfect Color powders, and your Retention Plus powders, and all of the prep and finishing products that you need. And it's a hands-on class, so you will learn proper nail preparation to really help and prevent lifting. And then you will get lots of practice with application on a form and a tip, and you will learn what I like to call my speed file finishing. Speed file finishing. Actually, maybe that's not what I like to call it. We're still figuring that out, but I'm still figuring it out. But you'll learn how to file finish in a way that makes your nail enhancements really consistent and really pretty, and also really strong and really fast. Okay, so if you would like to register for the 4-hour liquid and powder skill building at the Nail Peddler this coming Monday, be sure to call Marcy 303-457-8505 to register, and then that way you reserve your kit. Or you can comment here and I can pass that on to Marcy as well. If you have any questions about the class, or if you want to know more about Retention Plus liquid and powder, or if you have any other questions about like client consultations, you can always visit my blog, theabundantnailtech.com, and find a bunch of cool stuff there, or leave a question in the comments, and we'll get to it, either on the blog or on Facebook, or maybe in another live session like this. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Mary Chias, Education Ambassador of the Year for CND, the world leader in nails, fashion, and beauty, and I hope to see you on Monday. Thanks. Bye.